Welcome viewers to Northeast 8 Weekly News Roundup. The state government has raised serious concerns over a reported proposal to place the Frontier Nagaland Territory FNTA under a new article of the Constitution, separate from Article 371A. Government spokesperson and Minister K.G. Kenya called the idea unacceptable, warning it could undermine Nagaland's territorial and constitutional unity. Following a cabinet meeting, Kenya announced that a state delegation will soon meet Union Home Ministry officials in Delhi to seek urgent clarification. He stressed that any move to introduce a new article, reportedly 371K, could signal exclusion from the current constitutional framework. Kenya said discussions between the centre and the ENPO had reached an advanced stage, with the state now actively involved after being excluded for over a decade. Talks became tripartite only last year. He added that all sides had operated under the assumption that FNTA would remain under Article 371A, while the state supports legislative, financial, and administrative autonomy for FNTA. Kenya emphasized that constitutional safeguards must remain intact. Legislation and finance are negotiable but not the constitutional framework, he stated. On Ian Elliott's proposal for ex officio position in the FNTA Regional Council, Kenya said differences on voting rights and composition are negotiable. He urged citizens to remain mature and assured that all decisions are being taken with care for the state's unity and welfare. The Ziliang Students Union Nagaland ZSU and Pochuri Students Union PSU have opposed a demand by 5 tribal apex bodies to scrap the backward tribes' BT reservation policy, urging its strengthening instead. ZSU and leaders call the demand unconstitutional, unjustified, and divisive, citing underrepresentation of Ziliangs in government jobs 3.10%, 3.10% despite forming 3.80% of the population, and political disparities in parent district. They urge a comprehensive study, a reservation review commission to reform the policy, and proper roster implementation. Pochuri Students Union leaders said the backward tribe policy is vital to address systematic neglect of the Pochuri tribe, which joined the backward tribe category in the year 1994. Of 1,676 Pochuri government employees, only 896 are regular staff, 0.78% of the workforce, despite the tribe forming 1.11% of the population. PSU rejected proposals like a creamy layer or pocket-wise reservation, calling for stronger backward tribe provisions to bridge the developmental gaps. Several tribal organizations, including the Chang Union Dimapur, Kamnyungan Union Dimapur, Sangtam Union Dimapur, Western Yimking Hoho Tikir Union Dimapur, and Rengma People's Organization Dimapur, have expressed deep resentment over the exclusion from consultations related to the Trans-Nagaland Highways Foothills Road project. In a joint press release, the groups recalled that the 395-kilometer project stretching from Kelma in Paran to Tizit in Mon was conceptualized in the year 2030 by the Nagaland Foothills Road Coordination Committee (NFHRCC) to address regional isolation, economic marginalization, and youth unemployment. They lamented that although lands of the Chang, Kamnyungan, Sangtam, Yimkyung, and Tikir tribes are not part of the route, these communities have supported the project physically, financially, and mentally for over 13 years. They also questioned the exclusion of the Rengma tribe despite being landowners. The organizations expressed pain at being sidelined after years of sacrifice, asking why they were initially involved if the project was meant for select communities. Referring to earlier discussions in the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, they criticized the silence of elected representatives and apex tribal hohos. The unions clarified that they were not against development but wanted collective progress. They noted that while all apex hohos and MLAs were invited to the April 13 meeting, they have been excluded from the meeting held on August 7, calling it very painful and hard to digest. Lota Hoho has condemned the death of a 72-year-old farmer Ransamo Audio trampled by a wild elephant on August 2 in New Ripium village, Wokha district, calling it a stark reminder of the growing human-elephant conflict. It criticized the lack of long-term mitigation measures and warned the state government that continued negligence could lead to more tragedies. Lota Hoho urged immediate action including sustainable community-based strategies, deployment of rapid response teams and early warning signs, payment of all ex gratia and compensation to Odio's family, and long-term support for families affected by human-wildlife conflict. It also demanded upgrading the DFO Doyang office to a wildlife ranger division, citing Voka's high conflict rate and allocating at least half of newly recruited forest guards to the district. The Hoho conveyed solidarity with the bereaved family and urged authorities to act with urgency and compassion.